opening statement from you.
Yeah, after the first seven minutes or so, we felt like we really settled in and played good basketball despite the score at half. We felt like we were playing our type of game. We got back to moving the ball. We were playing with great physicality. We did an unbelievable job on the glass in the first half despite our size. And once again, it's a testament to how hard these guys play and their drive and determination.
We'll take questions for the student athletes at this time. We'll start up here in the front row, and then we'll go back to the second row.
Nick, Zach Weinberger, Palm Beach Post, Elite Eight. How does that sound?
It sounds just right, man. We where we're supposed to be. We're going to keep moving, keep working. We're going to stay humble and hungry. I mean, y'all can't count us out no more, man. We here to stay, and we're going to keep fighting no matter who we line up against, who we play. I got a group of brothers that play together, and I feel like there's nobody in the country that loves each other like we do and works like us. So we're going to keep making statements.
We'll go one row back.
Hey, Nick, congratulations. I know this is a team effort, but obviously you're a local guy. This is your first game at the Garden. Just what's it like for you personally playing your first game here, and how many family and friends and stuff did you have?
I had a lot of people in attendance. Shout out to the administration at Florida Atlantic. I know the tickets was tight, but they made it happen for me, and it was great to see them out there. And I mean, I just did my best, to try to block it out and just focus up. But I mean, it felt great. I don't know. I just had to stand on the table and celebrate. I don't care.
Back one more row.
Kevin Fielder from Owls 24/7. You hit a couple of threes there late in the second half to sort of put you guys ahead. How important were those, and were you just sort of feeling it in the second half there?
Oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. Just my teammates set me up perfectly just so I could make the open shot. So I've been having a rough time lately, but my teammates stayed positive, kept the positivity with me. So I owe it all to them.
We'll go to the back of the room on the aisle. Yep, go ahead.
Hi, Tom D'Angelo, Palm Beach Post. For the three of you, the 18-2 run, you guys always looked like you belonged the first half. You never let them get too far ahead. And then you get ahead 18-2 when it's on, and you play like, this is our game. Just what went into that run, and was that just such a confidence boost you figured you had it?
Let's start with Elijah, then we'll go Michael, and then we'll go Nick.
Yeah, that on that run, man, we always had that in us. We just got to stay the course, stay positive, and just stay together through the game, and we're going to make that run every time.
Yeah, we got a group of guys that no matter what night it is, somebody's going to step up and make the big plays. So everybody stays together through the ups and downs, so that's really what separates us.
And I got to give credit to Tennessee, man. Their defense is great. They put a lot of pressure on us at first. It took a little bit to get used to as a unit, but once we settled in, man, we just playing our brand of basketball.
We'll stay in the back there in the middle, back row.
Nick, Adam Kilgore from the Washington Post. What did you kind of figure out about their defense at halftime?
They long, they big, they're physical. I mean, I threw a couple passes in the beginning of the game that got deflected. I mean, usually in our league, those are layups. But so we had to adjust, and I give them credit. They push up into you, they're physical, and they make you uncomfortable. So, I mean, like I said, I got a group of brothers that gonna pick me up no matter what happens, no matter how I'm playing, and I just made plays at the end.
Come back up here in front on the right side. Go ahead.
Here's Sam Fetterman, Mid-Major Madness. Mike, today it was you that hit the shots, and other times it's other players for this team. What does it say about this team that every night it's someone different making the big shots?
That just goes to show the group of guys that we have and all the work that everybody puts in, all the hours and hard work that everyone puts into it. So it can be anybody's night. So everybody just stays together all the time.
We'll stay in that same row.
Nick, you guys struggled a little bit in the first half, but then came out in the second half, looked a little bit more comfortable. I know Coach May has mentioned that this is a player-led team. What was said in the locker room between you guys, and how much did that help you guys?
The locker room, it was kind of laid back, man. We felt like we played terrible the first half, and we were still down 5 points. I mean, we referred back to the Memphis game where we were down 4 at halftime, and we just stuck with it and found a way to win. And then, I mean, today the shots just fell. And when the shots fall for us, I feel like there's nobody that can line up with us. So, yeah, we stay poised and we stay positive in the locker room.
We'll take one more for the student athletes if we have them. Locker room is open right now. Let's come up front here in the middle. Locker room's right around the corner in case you couldn't hear all the noise from over there.
considering the successful season that you guys have had, respectfully, have you sensed at all that some of the talk amongst some of the other mid-majors and so forth that have gotten wins, has that something that, because not as many people had been talking about Florida Atlantic,
Definitely.
has that fueled you guys a little bit just because you are technically the original Cinderella slippers, I guess?
No Cinderella.
Let's start with, let's go with Nick.
I don't feel like we're a Cinderella. I mean, we proved that tonight. We just play good basketball. We play as a unit. We play together, and we play physical. I know we're undersized. We look small. I mean, shit. My fault. I apologize. But, I mean, you look at me. I'm not the strongest guy. You go down to Mike. He's not the tallest guy, but we play hard, and we play with heart.
Michael and then Elijah, you guys want to chime in?
You can repeat the question.
Just wearing the Cinderella slippers, they're talking about other teams. You guys obviously were respecting a good, successful season.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it feels us a lot. You know, we don't feel like we're Cinderella. We feel like we're supposed to be here and doing exactly what we're supposed to do. Credit to our coaches getting us ready and players staying in the gym, getting ready to stand sharp, and just a lot of guys are stepping up.
Yeah, just we all have high standards for ourselves, so we try to keep those standards throughout every workout, every practice, anytime we step onto the court or in film. Like, everyone's always locked in and giving their best effort.
Okay. Thanks, fellas. You guys are excused to go back to the locker room.
Appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
All the questions and support.
Locker room, again, is open until 12:20 at least. It is 11:57 right now. We will open it up to questions for Coach May. We'll start in the back, in the middle.
Hey, Dusty, Tom D'Angelo, Palm Beach Post. As those final frantic kind of 40 seconds and shot after shot was going up, I was watching your bench and it was almost you guys were, we're going to win this game. It wasn't a huge celebration afterwards. And does that just speak to the idea that you guys feel you belong here and you have a ways to go? You would think there would have been a much bigger celebration.
Well, our guys, our staff, players, everyone in our program certainly feel like we belong here. And a lot goes into that. Number one, how long they've been able to sustain their effort, their energy, especially when you're the hunted like they've been all year. And people are starting to take notice how good our league was this year. So we're battle tested. But our guys, I think they really believe in what we do. And when it's not working, they don't panic. They just stay the course and trust over the course of 40 minutes, 60, 70 possessions, typically 50 possessions in tonight's game, that we're going to figure it out. In the first half, we didn't have one spurt, and we're known for our spurt ability. Credit Clark Kellogg, I think that made the term popular. And then the second half, we made a couple spurts. So, our guys definitely feel like they belong on this stage.
We'll stay in the middle, in the back row.
Dusty, I think Janelle had just one. Had just one basket in the first half. Got going in the second. What was the domino effect of his offensive output in the second half for you guys?
Well, he's a really unique talent where he can drive through physicality. He can get in the paint and finish. And he was in foul trouble in the first half. And typically we'll play him with 2 fouls in the first half. But we were kind of hanging around. We were out of rhythm. So we just thought if we can keep it at this margin, then we'll get to half and then he can play with aggression because he's as aggressive and physical as anyone in our program. So we just wanted him to go out and be able to play with that same level without having to overthink the fouls.
We're going to stay in that back row. I think Adam has a question, Washington Post.
Hey, Dusty. Adam Kilgore with the Washington Post. Nick mentioned the idea of having to kind of adjust to their physicality, their length. Did you make any changes tactically though in the second half that helped you kind of figure out what they were doing on defense?
Well, we stressed a few things just to open up some gaps in space so our drivers could get downhill, and then we just passed it much better. The first probably several months of the season, we really passed it, and then some teams adjusted where they're staying at home on our shooters. So we just talked about when we pass it, now we have to shot fake drive and just continue to get guys open shots and off balance because they are bigger and stronger at each position. So we just needed more space to create, and our guys banged in some shots.
Stay in that same last row, 2 seats over.
Coach, what does it mean for you, for FAU, to make the regional final for the first time in school history?
It's awesome for our university, our athletic department, and our community, and we are extremely proud to represent them. Our guys have done it with professionalism all year, and so it's awesome for everyone, especially as we've put a lot of time. These guys have put a lot of work, elbow grease into building a program, And so for it to be to this point, it's very rewarding, but we'll focus on all that later after the season.
Right here in the front row on the aisle, right here in front.
Hi, Dusty. This is Zach Weinberg, Palm Beach Post. Listen, when we were talking about before in the season about Mike Forrest and how you want to send him off great when it was senior night, scoreless in the tournament, and then this game he had a crucial, 11 points, I think it was. Can you just talk about what you've seen from him this tournament? Was he frustrated with the scoreless games, and then you kind of just saw the energy rise up this game?
I think when you put as much into it as Mike has for 5 years, and the game means as much as it does, I felt like he was putting too much pressure on himself, and he was overthinking it. In the second half, whatever clicked, it looked like he wasn't thinking anymore, and he was just hooping. And when he does that, he's a special player.
We're going to go across this side of the room in the back, second to last row. Go ahead.
Hi, Coach. Congratulations. Jeff Maglicetti with SI.com, all Knicks fan nation. So I want to ask, it seems like such a small thing from a basketball standpoint, but at the same time, when you get Madison Square Garden on your side, even the neutral fans perhaps left over from the first game on your side, chanting the name of your school in this building, what does that do for a team from a mental standpoint and perhaps, energizes on the court? What does that do for them mentally?
You said it energizes them, especially on the defensive end. On offense, you don't really want to be that energized. You want to play with a much quieter mind. So on defense, without a doubt, it probably helped us get the basketballs a little bit quicker, the loose balls, the 50-50 balls, because I thought in the second half we were a little bit quicker to the ball during that spurt.
We have time for one more question, then we'll release Coach to the locker room. Back up here in front.
Dusty, I saw you kind of watching the Kansas State and Michigan State game. Can you just kind of talk about a little bit maybe what you've seen from Kansas State, your opponent, obviously, in the next round?
Well, I've watched them a lot this year just because I enjoy watching them play. And as a coach, that's probably the greatest compliment you can give someone. You enjoy watching their team play. And obviously, I've known Keontae since he was young in high school. And I'm friends with a couple of the guys on staff and Coach Tang. So much respect for them. We know how hard it's going to be, but our guys aren't going to back down. If we lose on Saturday, it's going to be because Kansas State beat us.
Okay, thanks, Coach. He will be back at the locker room. Locker room is open until 12:20. It is now 12:03. The Tennessee locker room is also open at this time, just opened up. Will be open until 12:33. So Tennessee will be up. Coach Barnes and selected players will be here in a few minutes, but their locker room is open and will be open until 12:33. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We do have an attendance figure for today's games. Attendance was 19,624.